Hey, how's it going, everybody? I know I usually make TK videos. I'm out here outside. I'm uh not gonna make a TK video this time. I remember one video I made, I said something about if I wanted to have fun, I wouldn't sit and practice TK. I would play with a remote control car. And I figured I'd show y'all my remote control cars. I've been watching a lot of videos on them. People got cool remote control cars. They're talking about cheap hobbies. I paid $80 for this little box that goes on the remote control car. To me, that's not a cheap hobby. I can't even get a remote control car for $80. Everything I've got has been given to me or I've had for many years. So I'm just going to show you this first one here. I've had it in the van for a long time. It's been sitting in the van for a couple of years now. I didn't even know if it would hold a charge, but I brought it in, and I've had these old Charger bodies. They're old General Lee bodies, and I'm more original than stealing a paint job from a TV show. Except for the first one I'm going to show you. I was going to try to make it like Crazy Larry and Dirty Larry and Crazy Mary, or if you've never seen that, there's a green Charger, 69, I think it was, in that movie. And that's what I was going for with this first one. I'm going to show you real quick. I know I got to get in here. And it's doing a portrait thing. The numbers aren't backwards. So this is just a slow little crawler. If you're familiar with them, they have, let's see, underneath here, there's two dudes in helmets, with the little crawler dune buggy looking effect. I really made it just to, you know, just because it looked cooler than the guys driving it. I'm trying to look at making sure I'm getting it in the camera. I can't look around to see, but yeah, it's slow. I'm gonna try to get it in the video. I might put it in the second one because my phone's not showing me any way to turn the camera back around to put it on the back to record. But I'm gonna show you this one, and then I'll record me driving them after I show you. It's just a one speed. You hit the button and it rolls, and it goes the speed that it does. There's no turn sensitivity or any of that, but it's still pretty cool. And if you're familiar with the Dom chargers in Walmart, not the ones with the lights on the bottom, the cheap bodies that just, they're really light. They would be fast, but what they would have in speed, they lose from bouncing around. I spray painted mine. It's 74. I know it looks backwards, but it's called Rough Boy. I spray painted it with a fluorescent orange, so it like glows in the dark. I'll get it better in the next video and show you, but I took that off because yes, it was cool with the slick plastic tires on it. You could get it to spin around, but as you can see, my road is that white rocky road, so when it would start drifting on it, it would just be bouncing. So it really lost speed, and there was no fun in it. And since it was the slick plastic tires, you could take it on, like, it would get stuck in leaves like this. There's no driving up something like that or through that, because it would just spin out. There would be no way to do it. And I've had this Charger body that I'm about to show you for about 15 years, and it's been on multiple remote control car bodies. It's the hard plastic. It's an old General Lee body, but I don't want you to think I got it because it was General Lee. The Charger is my favorite thing. It wasn't the paint job that made that car badass. It was the car that made the paint job, which it always does. I got the racing flags on the trunk. You see, I painted it in a rush. Didn't sand it down or anything. I'm going to repaint it. I'm going to take it off. Got Rowdy Piper in there driving, so I was thinking about naming it after my old Dodge Ram pickup truck, Hot Rod. That's what it says on his shirt in there anyway. And if you look, his passenger in there is Superboy from the old 90s comic books, with the leather jacket. This came off of another remote control car body that I have. It's a Shelby Mustang 68. It goes in the back glass, but I thought it looked cool on there. The only thing holding it on is duct tape. I just duct taped it on there. It makes it look, I don't know if you can see it, but it makes it look pretty tight, And as far as putting it on the Dom Charger, I just use zip ties. to hold it on. I got it on there straight as I could because I was in a hurry. I wanted to play with it. But the reason I had to get rid of the Dom Charger the way it was is the rim broke on the inside where it connects to the spinner. And I couldn't find, it was on the back one, and I couldn't find anything to make it stay, so the car was worthless. But I found an old Dodge Hellcat, and the rim would almost fit it, but since it's four-wheel drive and it didn't match up, when you hit the gas, the spinner would just spin inside the rim. So I took some old earbud, the rubber pieces that go on earbuds, and shoved in the hole, and it made it really tight. You know, you couldn't shove it on there. You had to get the screw and put it in and make the screw shove the rubber on. Made a good rubber gasket, grommet, whatever, held it on. And then the rubber for this is way bigger than the small tires. And by the way, it did turn way better with the smaller tires. I could drive it, but the front end was like this low off the ground, so collision damage on everything, and you couldn't pull through the grass because it was sitting on the ground pretty much, but it was still drift on this road and everything. But I put the soft rubber grip tires on it, and that's way better than the slicks, even though it don't fit on the rim. No, but I'm looking at it like a Mad Max sort of thing. It don't matter, it's just put together, you know, and it works. The back of the rim on the Dom Chargers are bigger than the front, so the back of this tire would connect to the rim, but it won't on the front, as you can see, you know, in here. But it's so tight on there that it doesn't matter. And this rim is like let's see, this thin, and the tires like this wide. But I took some air conditioner, the foam you get to go around air conditioner with the sticky on it, and wrapped it around the wheel and then shoved the rubber on it. Now it holds. I'm about to make another video and show y'all what it can do in some tall stuff that as the Dom Charger it would not stand a chance. It would just be spinning those slick tires in the leaves. But yeah, I'll show y'all what it can do. We're gonna get old Piper here to, I even got him a little steering wheel. I'm gonna take it back apart, and I'm gonna use some more of the air conditioner foam to build them an interior inside, put a dashboard in it. It's just held in there with cardboard. I cut a frame of cardboard out for the body, cut a hole in it, and shoved them through the hole and hooked the cardboard to the frame. That's all that's holding them in there. But you know, it works, makes it look cool. You know, let's see if I can get Superboy in the shot, just because he is a part of it. I don't know, I probably can't get him. It's not cooperating. The camera angle don't want to do it. You probably can't see him in the dark anyway, but he's in there. He's Superboy. He's in it. So, but yeah, it's really fun now. There's here, let me show you this thicket right here on the ground. Dom Charger would have never pulled through any of that, but it'll go up this hill right here, just barrel through it. And the road over across the street's even worse. So, and I've pulled up out of that. So, you know, I got a cool little area here. It'll drift on this crazy road, you know, and you can bring it in even with those soft grip tires in this driveway and still spin it around. You know, you got to get top speed. And the weight of it has wound the gears down a little bit and slowed it down on takeoff. But I think it's wound out pretty much as it can do, and it'll barrel through that stuff. So what I've lost on takeoff, I've made up for that I can do cool stuff. And the heavy body made it to where it doesn't bounce around, and it looks really realistic as it barrels through this stuff. I'll probably have to upload this and then come back and record a video if I still have daylight. But I'm going to record a video on me driving these bad boys. This one's really cool for a crawler. You know how slow those are. But this bad boy will pull through some stuff. Piper knows all about it. Superboy sitting on the other side with his expression on his face like, oh. But yeah, I'll do that. It's just, you know, those people spending $200 just to buy a car, talking about a cheap man's, you know, no, that's, to me, that's not cheap at all. That's something that I could only dream about having. I have to create my own with things that I've kept. This thing was in the shed forever. I had to clean spider webs out of it. When I finally got this car and it messed up, I was like, okay, now I can do whatever I want to with it. I'm talking about replacing gears. I got old cars in there that I've had for years. I take the gears out. Are they compatible? I don't know. I don't know if they're compatible or not. I don't care. I'm just making it so I can drive it because it's all I got. And there's no way I'm going to be able to spend money and get another one, ever. But, that's just how I am with it. I don't have money, so this is my hobby. And like I said, for what it was before, it is really awesome now. Like, I can have fun with it. My grandmother's yard is way better. If I take it down there to her house, I would rather record the video down there because, well, I guess this will be the best yard to show you what it can actually do, really. All right, take care.